came and told him to go home, but he said he's home.
What is this, a running madhouse?
Mr. Halliwell, please.
Joseph, that's another of them.
Mr. Halliwell, I can't allow you to use such language. It's quite
But you
unnecessary.
wouldn't think so if it did.
Quite unnecessary. A little patience, a little quiet consideration, that's all that's needed.
With folk like her, yeah?
Mrs. Northrop, what are you doing here?
Making trouble.
Making trouble? And you've been drinking again.
Oh, just a drop or two, Mr. Mercer, just because I was a bit upset.
I'm ashamed of you, and after all your promises.
Sorry, Mr. Mercer. Oh, Mr. Mercer, you're a wonderful man. You're the only preacher in Clickerwick worth listening to. Oh, he's a good lion of a man.
Now, flattery won't get you anywhere. And I want you to make me a solemn promise.
Yes, Mr. Mercer.
I want you to promise me solemnly that you won't tell anyone anything you've heard here tonight. Now, do you promise?
I promise. Wet or dry, may I die.
Well, I suppose that'll do. Come on, off you go home and be a good woman.
Oh,
Good night, Mrs.
Thank
Northrop.
you so much, Mr. Mercer. Oh, he's a girt lion of a man, worth all you lot put together.
Well, that's one word rid of. Have you been studying that letter, Mr. Mercer?
Yes, I've studied it very carefully. And do you know what I think? This letter, in my opinion, is perfectly genuine.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell us something we didn't know already. What the Yankees are we going to do about it then?
My dear sir, I don't know. But if you want my final opinion, with less bad temper and less bad language in this house, you'd have a better chance of settling your affairs.
I think I'm getting a bit tired of you, Mr. Mercer.
What? After wasting all my time, you have the audacity? Yes, sir. Good night. Good night, ladies.
It's another one rid of.
And now, what's wanted?
What's wanted is a bit of brain work. And where we're going to get it from, I don't know.
Get it from me if you quiet a minute.
Now, let me see. What were we talking about?
We weren't talking about anything to you.
I wouldn't mind a nice hand of cards, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't. I told you to get off home.
Hey, but you want your photo taking, don't you?
You'll take no photographs here tonight.
Ah, there you are, Lottie. Join the company.
Thought you had gone long since.
We told you to get off half an hour ago.
We ought to put police on your care.
Now, what's the point in picking on Lottie? But let live and let live, that's what I say. We're all in the same boat. We all come here, we don't know why. We all go in our turn and we don't know where. If you're a bit better off, then be thankful. And if you don't get into trouble and make a fool of yourself, well, be thankful for that, for well you might. What I say is this: we're all human, aren't we?
Yes. And thank you, Mr. Ormond.
What you're thanking him for? And who does he think he is, telling us what we ought to do?
Impudence, I call it.
Oh, me, I'm nobody. But in case you want to be nasty, Councillor Albert Parker, just remember this: though I'm nobody, I happen to work for the newspaper. Behind me stands the press.
Telephone went, and when I says, who is it? Chap said, Yorkshire Argus. Is Ormond our photographer still there? And when I says, yes, he's here, he said, well, tell him he's sacked. You're sacked. I'm sorry.
So am I, lads. Didn't I leave my bag somewhere?
You must have left it at the line, love.
I thought he couldn't carry coal.
Nay, Albert. Nay, Harry, you silly old devil, it's not so bad.
It's not so good either. Difficult to know which way to turn.
Nay, Harry, we're seeing a bit of life, and we'll see a bit more before they throw us on lucky off. For 2 pins, I'd take him off now and leave you to settle your own business if you can.
Well, what's he got to do with our troubles?
Come on, Harry, love, tell him where you were married.
Nay, they don't want to hear about my bit of bad luck.
We've enough of our own without his.
Yeah, understand that all right. Come on, Mr. Ormond. Harry, love, tell him where you were married.
Lane End Chapel, 25 years ago.
Yeah, it must be in the same boat with us then.
It's another bit of my bad luck.
We can understand that all right. Aye, but Harry was separated from his wife and they wanted to be free.
What they were in for? There were 3 parts and hadn't got proper quality.
Hang on a minute. Go on, Harry.
I know he hadn't. Wife knew that. But what she didn't know was that till I got a copy of certificate, that in them days, 25 years since, chapel wedding, registrar to be there and all, to sign certificate.
Joe, he's right.
I know damn well that I'm right. I've been carrying certificate for months to find a loophole in it. See for yourself.
Are we married after all?
Of course. If Parson didn't tie us up, then Registrar did. All legal. Right as ninepence.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank you, Mr. Ormond. That's the best night's work you've ever done. Thank you. Buck up, Harry, love. Why don't you take that little Photoshop and Blackpool again?
It cost me £100 to start it up again. And haven't 100 shilling, and I know you haven't.
Aye, but there's folks here that wouldn't listen.
Yeah, steady.
Innit? Albert, stingy again.
Oh, Nay, if that's how you feel.
Don't worry, Ormond Royd, lad. We'll set you up all right. My word, now, come on, you've taken a load off my mind. Come on, everybody, let's brighten up. Who's going to give us a song then?
Lottie's the one. Come on, Lottie.
And Ruby, bring some drinks. Have you got, lass?
Now, you see, Herbert Soppit, I am your wife after all.
Yes, Clara, and I hope we'll be happy. But we won't be if you don't drop that tone.
No, Herbert.
No.
Here, Joe. You wouldn't sound dull and dreary, would you?
Aye.
A bit. Well, that beats me. I've always thought of myself as an exciting sort of chap. But still, stingy or whatever I am, I'm still your husband.
Yes. And I suppose I'll have to make the best of you.
We'll all have to make the best of each other, but then perhaps that's what we're here for.
That's right. So, we'd better see if we can have some of that fun you keep talking about.
Nay, Albert. It doesn't matter.
Nay, it does. I've said. We'll have fun.
All in your places, everybody. Ready? Steady, everybody.